I am doing some studies after screenshots. This is Anatar from The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. I just wanted to practice some portraits, especially because I'm not very good at capturing the likeness of people. I also went with this character because I love Lord of the Rings and I've been enjoying this season of The Rings of Power. I'm using Tempera and some color pencils for small details. And I'm painting on mixed media paper. I haven't had much time to do new paintings recently. Most of the videos I have been uploading are from previous art vlogs. But now that I'm back, I will start showing new work. I don't know when I'll do new art vlogs. I think that for now I will just do individual videos like before. I thought the drawings looked good and portrayed his likeness well. I added tempera first in layers to build the colors. At first, for this portrait, I was really following the drawing lines. I used a lot of blue, even for the skin, since the background is all blue and during the night. And even though the hair is blonde, I still added some blue hues on it. Looking back on it, the drawing really looked nice, much better at least than the final. I really found a way to completely destroy this poor painting study. At this point, I started adding more opaque paint, and the character still looked recognizable, I think. Although it wasn't perfect, I should have stopped at this stage, even if you could still see some pencil lines. It was okay as a sketch type of study. I was building the dark slowly and then adding some highlights too. Here I started adding darker color on the facial features. It still looked okay, and the right amount of reds and blues on the skin color. I feel so sad that I didn't stop painting. Just stop painting. But alas, I kept painting, and it was too late to go back. Here I was adding some details with color pencils. And here is where it started to go all wrong. I started repainting his features because I didn't think it looked like the actor. I did a lot of repainting. And more repainting. The horror. I ended up adding way too much blue on his skin color. So now he started looking more like a corpse or a very sickly pale man. And it didn't help that the hair has some warm values. It just emphasizes all the blue on his skin color. This study was a complete failure, and I just gave up in the end. I tried adding some warmth back with the color pencils, but at that point I was just giving up. I just abandoned it and moved on to the next painting. It's too bad that the ugly one is so close to the camera. I want to destroy it with my bare hands. Anyway, the next study is a warmth-colored one. I started the same way, but this time I decided to be more careful and to follow the initial drawing more closely. I think part of the problem of the first one is that I'm not very good at frontal faces, so maybe that made it more difficult. But since it's a study, I just have to learn from those mistakes. I kept the darks not too dark for this one, and decided that I was okay with some pencil marks showing. The thing I don't like about the pencil is that with the light sometimes it has this shine. I just wish it could be matte instead. And it's the same with the color pencils. Sometimes they shine a certain way. I just wish they stayed matte, just like the tempera paint. The next study is the same character. The hair was styled a bit differently. It's also in a warm-colored environment. I did like the previous one and decided to try and keep it simple. Here is the finished study page. The first one is hideous. The other two look better, but not great. I also think maybe he looks a bit younger than he's supposed to be. Just things to work on in general. Let's try... Yes, this is much better now. Not great, but better. I don't want to see that first one. I'll tear it apart. Maybe I'll cut it out or something.